Why, hey there. I did not think this through. So, hello everyone, Jersie here. I'm not gonna get too close in your personal space, but this is another pickups video. I don't know if you can tell, but I just woke up, so that's why I'm all like, And I didn't plan this out at all, but I have more stuff all out here. More cool stuff I've collected. So I'm just gonna show you guys what I got, because it's a pickup video. I actually got some books, and yes, Jersie reads. I actually read, and it's not just manga. Well, some of it is manga, but here, let me show you. Okay, so I guess the first one in the pile is this. It's a Five Nights at Freddy's Freddy Files book. Now, I got this from the thrift store. Like, I get a lot of stuff from the thrift store, and I'm not like the hugest Five Nights at Freddy's fangirl or whatever. Put my Subway away. But this was only like, what, $3? And it kind of looks interesting, and it's probably good bathroom reading material, so I was like, sure, I'll go for it. Haven't read it yet, but I guess looking forward to it. And then there's this book, which I actually did finish reading, is Ruby After the Fall. And this is pretty much, I don't know if you guys know Ruby, but this is like a little spin-off, not a spin-off, but like, it tells the story of some side characters in a period of time that they didn't show in the show. So it gives a little bit of closure, because some of these were like fan favorites, you know. I guess it was okay, but I feel like I would want it to be like more. You know, if this is just it and nothing else, it's like okay, but if it follows up, then it'll be better. But yeah, this was actually an okay book, so I enjoyed reading it. And there's this one, I haven't read it yet either, but it's called like The Scavengers. This looks like one of those books you read for like school or something that you don't want to read. But to me, I was just like browsing through the store, you know, I was like looking around, and I was like, I want a book to read, but that is just like one book. Because there's like a lot of books at their store, you see them there, and it's like, they're part of a series or collection. I'm like, I don't want to read, I don't want to start a new like series or whatever. I just want to read like a single solid book, and this looks like one, so that's why I picked it up. And look, there's a girl, she holding a freaking stick while on top of a car. How much cooler can you get than that? You know, look, there's freaking rooster. Wait, hold on. There you go, it's freaking rooster right there. Freaking incredible. Best book ever, and haven't even read yet. Okay, here's some manga. I also got, I got most of this from the thrift store, goodness gracious. Summer Wars. I think this was originally an anime movie, and then they adapted it into a manga. I don't think it was vice versa. I don't think the manga came first. Because it says on the back here, this 2-part manga adaptation is based on the critically acclaimed film. So the film came first. So I got the manga. I heard Summer Wars was a good movie. So I got the first volume of that. So that's cool. And then, oh, this one's weird. But I saw it and I was like, bro, I have to evaluate this. So, Manga Messengers, this is like a biblical manga, which I've never seen anything like this. Like, you know, I know a lot of stuff about the Bible, so I have to evaluate, like, is this really accurate? Even if it is, that'll be weird. But that was just an interesting find I saw. It's actually all in color too, so that's actually pretty cool, but I don't know what to say. I just have to read it to believe it. So, and then here's some games. Actually, let me turn the camera around, because this is technically what I would say the biggest pickup I've gotten in this video. Let me turn you around, my child. Pardon the mess. You see over there? Let me. You see right there? Do you recognize what that is, y'all? That is a Xbox 360. Okay, that's a better angle. So pretty much Black Friday, whenever that was, I bought, GameStop was having this deal where it was whole Xbox 360 set for $30, and I was like, I never owned any Xbox before, and I was like, that's a good deal. So I picked one up along with 2 games, which I'll be showing later, but yeah, it's really cool. I have an Xbox 360 now. It came with the console, an Xbox 360 controller up there. Just have it on my wall. But the only thing is I don't have a charger for it, so But I tested it a little bit out with the game I got. I got Alan Wake because they also had a buy one get one free for like the last gen consoles, and it looks fine. But the only thing I'm worried about is like when the Xbox 360 runs. This is an Xbox 360S, by the way, with only 4 GB of memory, but I extended it with a thumb drive. The fans are really, really loud, and that kind of worries me. Like, it was literally like, rrrr. I was like, it was literally kind of muffling the game sounds a little bit too, and I was like, I don't know if it's like a cloggage or whatever with the system, but like, I hope it's okay. But yeah, I got Alan Wake, which I know I could get on the PC, but like, I was like, oh, this is a good pickup. I've heard so much good things about Alan Wake, so I was like, after I finish playing Ocarina of Time, I'm gonna play Alan Wake next. Oh, and I got some 3DS games, which I had here before. Five Below. Yeah, sometimes Five Below actually has some legit games there, and I'm like, okay. So I usually stop by. There's also Pokemon Sun, which I didn't pick this up recently, but I got this for Christmas a while ago from my mom. And a funny thing about this is because you know how Pokemon, they only allow you one save. I lent this to my friend to borrow because she was like bored at school or whatever. And I was like, okay. I lent it to her for like a week, and then like I was only a little bit through the game, and then she just finished the whole game for me. I was like, okay, I might decide to restart this eventually, but you know, Litten is the best starter. My favorite Pokemon, because I barely know any Pokemon, so it's not much. And then also, I got this a while ago too, Rune Factory. Never got very much through this version, but I did pretty much complete Rune Factory 4 on the 3DS, which is a really good game. I really like that game. So yeah, I guess I'm looking forward to playing the first one too. Let's see, I got all that pile covered, and oh, here's the next one. So more stuff from the thrift store. Angry Birds collection for the PC. I am not much of a savvy. I'll be like, I'll take these mobile games and play them on my PC Master Race. So yeah, this is kind of sealed. It's a little bit chipping off, but yeah, Angry Birds. I used to like, I mean, I guess Angry Birds is cool. So like, if I'm ever feeling in the mood, like I don't want to use too much brain energy for playing games, I guess I'll pop this into my computer. That's I just found it an interesting find, like Angry Birds collection on PC disc. So I was like, okay, I'll try that out. I also got from the thrift store again. I got Hitman Blood Money. I paid how much for $6. So I heard this wasn't very good. I mean, I haven't played any Hitman games, but I just hear from people like, oh, Hitman Blood Money is not like good with the mechanics or whatever. I don't know, but if I see a PC game on DVD, I'm gonna pick it up. That's just how if it's not like total garbage, you know. So that was cool. I also got two here. I also got these two games, which I played, I think one of them as a child. It's the two Epic Mickeys. Now, these are pretty much like a fantasy Disney. You see, like Mickey, you see all that ink stuff splattering everywhere. So I think I remember playing this one, the sequel, Power of Two, because when I was a kid, I would rent so many games from the library. So that's how I was able to play a lot of games, but like never finish any. So now that I have money and I have another Wii to myself, I decided to pick these up. And I just remember getting like stuck on one of these parts and never finishing. But I was like, you know, that game actually had a really cool atmosphere to it. It's probably going to be crusty when I play it, but I still want to just check it out, you know. Just a nice thing to start my Wii collection. And I also got another Wii game. I got Guitar Hero 3. This is cool to have, but I might get the Xbox 360 version instead. Cause who's trying to be edgy on the Wii? I'm just saying, like, this was in the other Black Friday deal for when I picked up Alan Wake. I also got Dragon's Crown for PS3. You see here, Dragon's Crown. Yeah, I've heard good things about it. I mean, the proportions on some of these characters are kind of scary, but it's the gameplay and the story that matters, am I right? So yeah, I've heard good things about this. The side view, it kind of reminds me of Darkest Dungeon, but this is colorful, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I don't know much about it, but I've heard good things. So Dragon's Crown. This is also a cool one. This one I did not get from the thrift store this time. This is a still sealed steelbook. Punch Club. That's an indie game, and I found this at one of my local game stores. I think someone had probably like sold them, you know, like, you guys ever heard of those special companies that make special editions of indie games, you know, the ones that don't have physical versions and they give them a physical version? Yeah, that's what this is. Punch Club. Yeah, it looks cool. You see Game Trust Collection. That's probably the people. No, here. Indie Box. They probably helped make it into physical format. So I thought that was really cool because, you know, I love physical. So when I see a game that really isn't physical, have a physical copy, I'm like, oh shoot, I gotta pick it up. So yeah, it's still sealed actually. So I'm not gonna open it right now until I'm actually gonna play the game. But yeah, I just found that really cool. I paid like $8 for it, so that was nice. And then we're going to get into our last straws right here. Fallout 3 right here from the thrift store. I heard Fallout 3 is better with like the different DLCs. So maybe I just might buy this on Steam with the DLCs, unless I can add it onto this version. I don't know. But yeah, Fallout 3, I've heard good things about it, mixed things about it. I don't know. You know, Bethesda, they be tripping, especially now, but it's Fallout 3, so it should be fine. But even if I don't play this version, it's nice to have a physical edition of Fallout 3. You know? It's another Medal of Honor Pacific Assault game. So this just kind of slides out like this. Here you go, it's my boy. Yeah, I haven't even played the other Medal of Honor game that I have sitting there. I just like having, I mean, I'll play it eventually. That's what they all say, but you know, I'll be a broke college student. This will be really useful to me. And the last one is Steam controller. Oh, look at that beautiful one right there. So if you guys didn't know, on the last Steam sale, Valve was selling their controllers for $5 a piece. I mean, it was a little bit, it was like $14 with tax and shipping, but that's still a really good deal because this usually sold for like what, $40 to $60? I don't really remember, but yeah, this is an interesting looking controller if y'all have never seen that before. Very it's like, what are these, man? It's supposed to give like a more mouse-like experience to games, but like in controller form. It's a little bit strange, but this is actually a cool controller though, because like if you're playing a game that's not supported by controller, you could use this. But I would have to say, like, if you do a little sound test, like, that's really clicky up in there. They also got back paddles right here that you click. I like the back paddles a lot. I like the triggers too, y'all. I like the triggers. The face buttons, they're okay. Not the best, but they're fine. These paddles, they have haptic feedback, this one. So when you move your finger across, it actually has like a small vibration. So that's really cool. I like that. But the clickiness is really clicky. It's like, so that clickiness is okay. But the I guess I would say this controller is actually pretty good. I don't play many games that I feel like this would be good for like strategy games. Like you playing, I don't know, like I'm trying to think. You playing like Crusader Kings or freaking SimCity, I don't know, but that would probably work well with these. But other games, I mean, it's okay. Like, I think my biggest complaint with this is just the placement of the joystick, because for my hands at least, it's like I gotta really like clutch the controller and reach all the way over to get to that joystick, because most games I'm controlling don't use this, so I gotta reach all the way over with my tiny hands. I'm like, but yeah, I like it. It's cool. It's technically like a wireless controller that I use. I got batteries in here, so most of my controllers are wired, so that's really cool. So yeah, I mean, I would give this I guess a 7 out of 10. Yeah, it's not the best fit for my hands, but it's actually pretty cool and innovative, so I appreciate it. So yeah, that was my So that was my another pickups video. I don't know why I always do these at weird times of the day. It's like 6:40 in the morning right now, but yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully I'll get even more stuff. I'll buy even more stuff for the next pickup video. I hope you guys like these, and remember, feel the burn.